Hello, happy Monday, and welcome to the Monday Morning Pep Talk. I'm Matthew Grande, one of the co-founders of To Careerage, and this week we're going to dig into the law of attraction. Now, I will be candid here. This is not something I ever put a whole lot of stock into. I believe that to achieve what you wanted and to realize your vision for your work and your life, it just took a lot of hard work. And I still believe that to be true. But if I've learned anything from the last several weeks, it can be incredibly impactful if you get clear on what you really want, create vivid visions on the realization of those things, and focus your energy on sharing that vision openly. When we do this, we not only attract more of what we want, we only gain more support, more motivation, and more momentum. And as you will hear shortly, what I have also learned in a similar vein is if we allow ourselves to focus our energy on negative people, negative situations, and negative feelings, that also does a pretty excellent job of attracting more of the same. So for me, on a positive note, I spent hours reflecting on last year, learning from every interaction and experience, and getting clear on what I really wanted this year. So I made deep commitments to how I wanted to be, who I wanted to connect and work with, and what I wanted to accomplish. And somewhat to my surprise, in the first 5 weeks of the year, 16 new prospective client names appeared on my calendar. I also got invited to my first podcast interview and was asked to do a workshop on reclaiming your identity in March. Now, yes, I'd laid a lot of groundwork for these things to happen, but it seemed like a lot of progress was materializing as I got clearer. At the same time, something else happened that demonstrated the negative case for the law of attraction. Our daughter started at a new school at the start of the year, and I was frustrated with some of the operational and communications practices. Now, mind you, this was largely due to a very high expectation that I have on the ways that things should be done. But I was so frustrated, and I defaulted to doing what I do sometimes, just sending several diplomatic emails sharing my frustrations and proposing solutions, and I got very few responses. And it just increased my frustration. And then, in not one, not two, but 3 other aspects of my life, my home, my health, and my business, similar frustrations started to appear. And spoiler alert, they were all related to the operations and communications of service providers who I was working with. And it was not until the 4th frustrating interaction that I realized I was attracting and perpetuating all of this. In every single case, I was choosing to fuel my frustration rather than actually taking some time to just do what I needed to do to move past the thing and move on to the next thing. And in some cases, that was just accepting what was happening. And in others, was just focusing on something more positive to get what I wanted. So I share those 2 stories to say that this is absolutely something that can work in your favor. But at the same time, the law of attraction can work against you. So here are a couple of key takeaways this week to make the law of attraction work for you. First, ask yourself where in your life, especially as it relates to things you want or things that you're interested in pursuing, ask yourself, how can I use the law of attraction to get very clear on what it is that I want and start to put that out in the universe? Talk about it with friends, connect with people in the communities that are doing the kind of things you want to do. But really focus your energy on getting clear on what that thing is, sharing it openly, and really focusing your energy on creating that opportunity. Next, look at areas of your life where you feel like you're spiraling, or you're spending a lot of time being frustrated, being annoyed, being anxious about something or multiple things, and ask yourself, hey, is there something in this moment that I can do with this thing? Whether it's just to accept it as it is, or to move on to a more positive alternative, positive opportunity, or positive direction. Or is it something you need to just let go of entirely? Again, the purpose here is to use this in our favor. Focus really on the things we want, the things that fulfill us. Get clear on them, share them openly. As always, please let us know how it goes. Remember, we love you, we believe in you, and we're here for you. Take care of yourselves and one another, and we'll see you again next week.